Man who's been through hell doesn't walk the same. He moves different. He's calm, quiet, focused, because he's already fought battles no one knows about.
You speak of pain like it's a punishment, but I was raised in it, molded in it. While others ran from the dark, I studied it. I made a home in silence so loud it could drive a man mad. And in that silence I found clarity. You think isolation weakens a soul? No, it refines it. It chisels away every illusion, every delusion, until nothing remains but truth, and truth doesn't bend for comfort. You believe struggle breaks people, but I watched the world strip me to the bone, and still I stood. I didn't need a witness. I didn't need applause. I didn't even need hope. I only needed the fire that refused to die in me. Because when everything else has taken your name, your allies, your reputation, what's left is who you truly are. And what I am is inevitable.
Oh yeah, family, top of the day. Peace up to the family, wherever you guys might be in the world. Welcome back to another episode here, The Artist Journal. Today we just in a grateful, appreciative, and thankful mode. I tell you something. When I was in America, I would always ponder, I would always think heavily and deeply about what it would be like to live in Africa for a time. What would it be like to take my life back into my own hands and to tailor make the life that I so wanted. And there's nothing lavish, it's nothing outside of the norm. It's simply to live simply, to be on the continent, to create art, to eat good food, and to just be content with just life, family, you know? Upon punching the clock every single day in America, you know, going to the barbershop, going through the motion, on average, I would cut about 10 people a day. Some years ago, it would be like 15 to 18 people a day. So you could just imagine the cycle of that, the monotony is enough to drive you a little mad. You know, you're dealing with different personalities, different, you know, working in the barbershop, oftentimes people want to confide in you, share with you what's going on with their lives. And that in itself is a good thing. But when you're taking on so much from different angles, different people, every single day, it takes a toll. Though you are formulating, is moving from an associate to more of a friend, to more of a family, or like a brother, you know, because you can get intimate with the conversations, you can offer advice when it comes to life altering things, you know, and it becomes tedious. So I recall just getting to a point in America just being burnt out. And many of these, family, I would make it to the barbershop and just be on fumes. And it wasn't just the clients and their stuff, but it was also the things that I was dealing with in my own life, you know, and trying to formulate some kind of strategy, some kind of plan where I would someday, somehow be in Africa and, like I said earlier, just living, you know what I mean? And I tell you, when you're in the thick of it, you're unable to tell the trees from the forest, right? We all heard that term before. You don't know where the money's gonna come from because you're running on the hamster wheel of paying bills and strategizing and investing, and you just don't know when you're gonna get the opportunity or when you're gonna get the break. But I'm here to be a testament that whatever it is that you put your mind to, you can manifest. Once you lock in, I'm not speaking for nobody else, I'm just speaking from my experience. Once you lock in to what it is that you desire and want, and you got that itch, that feeling in your bones, like this is what it's going to be, then opportunities will knock on your door. Opportunities knocked on my door. Hey, you ready? What's up? Oh, you don't know who I am? I'm the opportunity. And it's like, yo, amazing. I would say, if you're in the forest and you don't know the trees from the forest, take your time to walk through the forest and just meditate. Meditate on the path to move and navigate out of the forest. And then certain signals, certain signs. You may hear a water stream. You know that water leads to a town, or you understand? So I guess I'm trying to say, just be observant and pay attention. Pay attention. There's many of opportunities that present themselves to us on a daily basis, but it is up to us to pay attention. I can't tell you, family, how many ideas that I had flown through my head, and because I didn't move on the opportunity, I may have walked in a store and seen the product that I created in my head, new product in the store, and it's like, yo, I've thought of that. You know, so never procrastinate. Though you might not have everything where you want it, but just work towards it. Whatever it might be, fam. Yo, you might want to invent something. You might want to create a new idea, a new system of doing things. You might want to jump to South America, Colombia. You might want to go to Belize. You know, you can, Honduras. You might want to go to, what's the joint by one of my good brothers? You have Belize and you have Costa Rica. You know, you might want to do that. Do it. You might can't move initially or right away, but at least plan a trip. Plan a trip. Go for 1 week. You know, at least it's a step in the direction that you want to go. So again, I was just sitting back contemplating how the last 2 years unfolded. And if you even push back further, the last 3 years, I was in Tanzania. I was in Tanzania for 1 year. And prior to Tanzania, I was going back and forth to Israel. And prior to that, back and forth to the Caribbean, where I'm from. And before that, my daughters was living in Israel, so I always had a connection outside of America, someplace that I can go and rest my head and think outside of the realm that I was in. Washington, D.C. family is a very rough place, both politically and on the street level. It is not an environment to play around in. And yeah, in many other inner cities like Washington, D.C., for black people is tough. It's tough. You know, so a lot of times when we're here moving around and people will come up and ask, man, you are here? You live here? And the response is, yeah. Where do you come from? Washington, D.C. And they give you a look like, why would you trade Washington, D.C. for Kenya? And it's like they're wrestling with it. They don't understand. And I tell you this, if you was to give them a year or two in Washington, D.C., they would understand. Won't take long. So you don't have mango trees everywhere. Most of these trees that you guys see are mango trees. You see, they don't have coconut trees. Most of what you see here is coconut trees. This big tree right here is cashew tree. And let me show you, they're starting to bud. If you look right there, you will see a reddish, like fruit. A reddish fruit, that's cashew. They don't have these type of vibes, fam. They don't have these type of vibes in DC. You understand? So I didn't want much today, family. I'm just checking in with you guys, sharing a couple of thoughts. I'm just in an appreciative type mood, you know? Loving the environment. Wash our clothes, you know, come up here, put it on the line, you know. Let the sun dry them out. Sun is rising. More coconut trees for you guys. I'm air drying out, you understand, my Air Force Ones. Huh? Talk to me. Life in the village. I know. I'm gonna tune out right here, family, just to tune back in. We got some beautiful artwork coming your way. Stay tuned for that. We are going to a music festival. It's about 3-hour train ride. Well, not 3 hours. An hour and 45 minutes away from here in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it, fam. I think I'm gonna go ahead and push out right here. I'm gonna tune out just to tune back in. Appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, that's that art shop. That's that art shop artisan vibe. Peace out, family.